Hi there, welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial I would love to show you how to switch between your cameras in your phone, in your Chaos phone, or just normal actor or whatever phone you're using, and regardless what is actually as its vehicle or if it's character or if it's monster or whatever you actually using to move around in your game. So this is going to be a basic and really inefficient for many cameras. I will show you and explain a little bit more later way. So this works fine for one, well, I mean not one, two or three maybe cameras, but if you add in more, it will get just like overcomplicated. Not overcomplicated, but it will get so much space, needs so much space, and you actually have to add so much stuff manually. So much stuff, right, manually, and yeah, that can be a little bit difficult. But let's go to the event graph. If I start a game now, sorry, to viewport, you can see I cannot do anything with my camera. So yeah, there is nothing in the event graph. But what we want to do is actually I switch those cameras. So we get all our cameras in the event graph. We just drag it and drop it from component or from the variables from components here, doesn't matter. That's our 4 cameras. And now we want something to run our event. So for example, if we press a numpad plus, we want it to happen, right? So that's our camera change. Okay, simple at this point. Now we take our first camera and we check if it's active. It's active. We ask in the game, and it will send a value of a active of camera. If it's active, it's true. If not, it's false. Simple, right? So we do that for 4 cameras. For each camera itself, right? Okay, we got it. We copy cameras now. We will need them later on. Just don't want to drag it constantly. Now we do branch, which is if statement. If it's true, then something. If not, something. And we copy and paste it 4 times because we have 4 cameras. So you can see now, some of you might spot why is it actually not the best way of doing it, but it's the most basic, and it works super for 2 cameras. 3 maybe a bit too much, but it's fine for 2 cameras definitely. And it's super basic. You don't have to understand too much of actual what's happening in here. You just simply connect it. While the other method I will show in advanced tutorial, it will be way much harder. So now, once we check it, is it active? Yes, the first camera is active. So we want to set active. Right, we copy paste it 4 times because we have 4 cameras, and we do it in that order. We get our camera here, place it to another camera, then camera 1 or whatever it's named, first person, third person, whatever you name it. Yeah, the next camera basically. Got that as well. Move it that, and we move that camera here. Ooh. Lovely. Connect it. Super. Now what we want to do, copy it, how many cameras we have. So if we have 5, I have to add 5 here, add another branch here. So Ctrl C, Ctrl File, and we do it 4 times, right? At this point, you should see why is not such effective thing to do. It's quick, but if you want to add a new camera to your, sorry for the rabbit in the background. Who might hear he sometimes kick the bed he's in. You might see if you want to add a new camera, for example, camera and that's camera 4. For us, it's camera 5. You have to add a new camera. Is not visible. It's active. Check it if it's active. Add a new branch and add a new component here. New setup for set active for new component here, which is not a very not a huge thing when you have multiple cameras, like even 4. Now it's, for me, I'll use the different method, but this is the basic, right? So first camera is on, so we want to deactivate it and set another camera, this one, on, and the rest of cameras have to be inactive, right? So the first camera is active, we want to disable it and set another camera. The third camera is active, we want to activate our last camera, and while our last camera is activated, we want to activate our first camera, so it makes loop. I'll show you in a second. Right, so get in the game. I press plus on my new numpad, and you can see I can scroll through the cameras. It's fine, it is okay, it works. But every time you want to add something, it will make it harder, it will make more stuff going on. You might want to do it in a function instead then, and if you have multiple of a phones with different cameras, it might be hard, okay? So this is not efficient way to do it, it's simple way to do it. It's simple for 2 cameras, and it's good for 2 cameras. Probably the best for 2 cameras, maybe, I would say. So that's everything. That's how you switch cameras in your vehicle. It's super simple. Just make sure your, for example, my camera with no number, which is camera 0 camera. I should change the name. Can I change it here? People who actually programming or had a contact with a programming languages will know why is a 0, 1, 2, 3. I will explain that in advanced. So camera 0 is my first active camera. I set it as an active, auto active, right? So it's always true at the beginning of a play. And it goes, obviously it is, so it goes to the true, set it off, turn it off, then turn it on, and turn it off rest of cameras. To be fair, you don't have to have that, because the other cameras should be off anyway. But you want to make sure all of them off to prevent any bugs. And as it's going, camera 1, well, obviously we don't want the camera 0 to be active at any point. Camera 1, we want to disable it, so turn it off at this point and activate camera 2. And camera 2, we want to deactivate all of them, and we want to activate last camera. And once we on the last camera, we want to activate the first camera again. Simple. I believe this is the simplest way I can explain. And this video is way too long that I thought it will be for such a simple thing. I hope you understand it. If not, leave a comment. If it's helpful for you, leave a comment as well, like and subscribe. And I see you in advanced method. Thanks for watching.